Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Shmuseum. We're home and we've got a whole load of updates to show you what's been being done here while I've been away and to run through some new things that we're going to be setting up today. Did you know we're transforming what was a milking parlour on a farm here in England into my dream garage? This is now part 12. There have been some big changes, namely the construction over there. We're going to be going through the storeroom, the extra office, the lookout. There are some missing cars, and I did say before I was departing that some things might be being sold. So I've got some updates on that front for you, but we've also got a whole lot of things to do upstairs in the rooms up there, the collectibles room for display storage. We've had a few things delivered that I want to show you through as well, including a rather unusually shaped object just here that we're going to be getting set up very shortly as well. So yeah, we're back. It's time for the next update here at the garage, building my dream garage at the Shmuseum. Before we get on to the missing cars and which ones of those are just absent for the moment and which ones might have permanently departed, because you will probably notice at least 4, if not 5 cars aren't around at the moment, and we're going to get to that because the whole Gumball 3000 Homeball adventure has been about a month on the road. Quite a lot has happened. Martin and Webbo from Novus have been working on this whole fabrication, but also a lot of other things, tidying up different bits, making some progress, working out what's going to be next. And I want to take you through all of this, the plan for what's going to be going where, what's been happening here, and then we'll head upstairs as well from that side. But effectively, we saw the start of this whole build. The idea here being the storage room, an extra bit of office space, but they also added an upstairs, which we're going to go up to in a moment as well. This is ultimately going to have loads of display stuff. So the cabinets down the front, all of this stuff around here is going to be cleaned and tidied away and popped into different storage spaces. So the idea behind going quite so high with it was to have this big flat wall so that we can hang stuff up there and make a whole presentation, and that's going to come. We've then got our double doors, which we moved and repositioned to have the storage room, and this is far from being completed at the moment, but basically in here we have a whole load of storage racks. We're going to be able to go even higher with it all, so we can get some even taller racks. I need to go through everything on every single shelf because this is stuff that's, well, memorabilia, car parts, stuff that's been stored, things from different events, car covers, you name it, it's all in here. Plus we have a whole load of equipment, stuff to play around with the cars. And then up there, if you can see from here, we also have the lookout, as we're calling it. You can go upstairs and look out over the hall, which I might take a camera up there in a minute. For the time being, let's head back out this way because I want to show you a little bit further around. This room is going to be the garage office room. So there's still some work to be done. It's very dark in here, so I apologize if it's out of focus, blurry or hard to see, but this is effectively going to be the extra office room, always planned garage office on the floor with all of the cars, obviously part of the actual garage. We've had a whole load of different parcels delivered. We've got AC to go in the coming days. We've got this object I'm going to show you shortly. We've got tires, we've got new things from BenPack and a ton of other stuff. But if we come through this way, we're going to go upstairs. And obviously over here, we've got all of the car lifts, everything looking pretty right now, all the cars back from the rally. We've got the smart home features. Obviously showed you guys this before, but in here, for example, Alexa, Halo Bay on. Okay. Ta-da, as if by magic. We've got the logo, we've got the lighting, we've got the glass, we've got the F1 show car. All of that's really cool. Playing around with what goes where still. Obviously there's going to be more around here, that's still work in progress. But come on upstairs with me. The view from up here is as mega as it always has been. Obviously that's not changed, but we've had things that have now been finished, like extra tidying, seals, small details, metal bits here and there. But down here in the collectibles room, as I've called it, this is the room that's going to house a lot of stuff on display. So what you can see here is my entire Swatch collection. I have often spoken about having a lot of swatches. These boxes are literally filled with hundreds upon hundreds of swatches, and they're all going to come out and go into display cabinets that we need to go and pick up later on. So that is the plan with some of those before the big ones come out as well. We also have in the next door office, which is kind of the main office, my space if you will, the glass cabinets with all the model cars. We've got some new glass shelves to go in there. Yeah, not going badly. Lots of little things, but fundamentally, that whole fabrication is looking pretty nice down there. Well, this is quite a fun view from up here. A lot of people wondered originally why we didn't put the mezzanine along this wall, and to be honest, it's to do with the height of the ceiling. The roof here, especially if I step back a couple of meters, there's not a lot of headroom, so it had to be on that side. But having this extra storage space really up here, and in fact, if you come on in, I'll show you the view that we have from this side, just means that we can put some stuff up here, use the space above the office. I will carefully lean down, grab the camera to come and show you guys what it actually looks like when we look down from up this side over the cars. This will be the seating area, the games area, if you will, where we've got some of the arcade machines, the slot car track, for example, and then you have a view from here towards the whole grandstand, which is just cool, the grandstand overlooking the racetrack. And I noticed Novus Workspace, June 23, Brad was here, made by Schmartin, Shmuseum Lookout post. I guess this is the thing, we all sign up here. Maybe that's what these boards are going to end up being for. Everybody has to come up and put a signature up on this side. We need to talk cars though. Let's head back down and spot what's missing. A quick thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Fanhome. Now, you guys know that I am a big fan of these. I love model cars, I love entertainment, pop culture. We've got the latest release, the Back to the Future DeLorean, now in the Build Your Own 1:8 scale series. We've got the first and second elements of it here, the first packages, ready to be built. All that comes as well with the extra information, extra tidbits, gifts, different surprises along the way. I've just received the first packages, as you can see here. It's a monthly subscription to receive new updates. Everything that you need is included in the box. Here we've even got the Out of Time California license plate, some of the lights, some of the different die-cast components. And then in the magazines, this is where not only do you have some very high quality information and of course the build instructions, but plenty of further tidbits and different things that you might not have known about the DeLorean and about the whole story behind the movie as well. If you're interested, head over to the Fanhome website or click the link down below, choose your collection or build up model and get started. Once you've subscribed, you will receive all of the packages that you need to build your 1:8 scale model. As you know, I'm a big fan and I'm sure you will enjoy the collections from Fanhome too. Cars. Brad Zarbath, 124, is chilling here at the moment. The green 812 Team Skookum from Gumball, that's of course gone back to Canada, that's no longer here. We still have Max's Jag, back after the rally, that's chilling there, and we have my friends from Dub Customs, their TVR lurking in the corner. That means there are 4 of my cars currently not here. Let's approach them one at a time. The Lotus Emira, that's actually at home at the moment. I drove it home last night, came back today with the Heritage Focus, swapped them around, whatever. The Emira is hanging around for a bit. Ford GT. Ford GT is actually currently at Dub Customs for something I've not told you anything about, that we've been working on for a couple of months, which you're going to see in the near future, and it will be presented at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. And I'm looking forward to that, even though I have to be very secretive about it right now. Next up, C63 AMG Black Series. You might have predicted it, the car has now been sold. I no longer own a C63 Black Series. I have the GT Black Series, I have the SLS Black Series. The C63 has been sold, went to Exclusive Autos. You might be able to see the car there if they've still got it, but the car is no longer in my possession. The other one that might be a bit of a surprise, if you've already worked out which car it is, I currently only own one Ferrari, the SF90 Stradale, because my GTC4 Lusso has also been sold. With the imminent arrival of the Puro Sangue and needing, as I've talked about a few times, to shuffle some cash around, of course paying for the construction and all of the work that we've had here in the garage, I said farewell to the GTC4 Lusso in advance of the Puro Sangue arriving. So that's actually departed, strangely. I don't currently own a 12-cylinder engined car, which is, well, it will be rectified within a couple of months. So that's a good thing towards the end of the year. The Puro Sangue arrives just before Christmas, something like that. We'll find out when it gets a little bit closer. So 2 cars have gone. 2 cars have gone out of the collection. And of course, we've said goodbye to some of the temporary cars, which means at the moment, we actually have some space, which is kind of fun. On the other hand, there are 2 cars to arrive in the next 2 months. There are more cars in order for down the line, and plenty more secrets that I've not shared with you yet, but might do very, 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 very soon. Some of you might have been able to work this out. It's just been delivered, needs to be unpacked, and it doesn't lie that way round. Bit of a clue as to what's inside comes from the stalls that have come with it. You can probably tell, as of right now, this is a retro Pac-Man machine. It comes from Arcade City, a family-run, online, London-based, handmade arcade machine company. This is something I now need to work out how to unpack and actually demonstrate and show you how it works. But as somebody who loves icons, retro stuff, you see that around the garage with gas pumps, the different arcade machines we have, and Pac-Man is like the go-to game, certainly for my generation. This was a must. So we need to figure, with some scissors, how exactly to open this and how to be quite careful over it as well, because I don't want to obviously risk getting anything damaged in the process. But probably give me a couple of minutes and we'll be able to, actually probably this is going to happen quicker than I think, be able to show you what we have inside, because I need to work out where exactly it's going to go in the garage. This kind of thing is what a man cave dream garage like this is supposed to be. The whole idea of just having the space to make fun of it all and enjoy no rules. That was the idea behind the whole garage in the beginning. So can I get this open? Can I show you what's inside quickly? Can we? No, give me some time. Let me get this unpacked and we'll have a better look. Thankfully, this was actually easier than we expected in terms of being able to get it into situ. Now it's just a case of unwrapping everything, getting all this bubble wrap off. Actually, I think it's just wrapped around. This should be, is this going to be easier than I expected? Yeah, nice. They've packaged this brilliantly. Here we go. Okay, we've got more protection. Can I get rid of this? This is like pass the parcel a million times over. Christmas has come early to the Shmuseum. Get this ready to power it up in just a moment. Fragile up top, but it's looking pretty cool, isn't it? That's what a man cave's supposed to be all about. Right, next step. This is unpacked. Shmoo the cow is ready to play, but let me see if we can plug this in, turn it on. Oh, we've got the RGB lighting underneath, blue of course, to start. Fantastically easy to get this plugged in and just up and running. Made with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, beautifully presented. And it's going to be time in a second to play Pac-Man. We also have the built-in sound system. Oh yeah, there, literally, the Arcade City startup. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. What do I need to press? I think this is just the boot. Oh, maybe. Wait for it, wait for it. Here we go. Oh, check that out. Oh, we've got all the old school cool games. I didn't even realize. So you can exit out of Pac-Man and go into Street Fighter, everything. Okay, this just got amazing. This is a proper blast from the past. Where's Pac-Man? I want to start on Pac-Man. Has to start on Pac-Man. Obviously, they make loads of different machines, different appearances. You can customize each panel for the different games. This is like throwback right now. Fast forward and we're on page 147 of different games, and we finally found the various different Pac-Man games. There are so many things on here, but that's the one. So I guess I press that. Ah, and it saves it as a recent. No, I've just completely messed it up. Okay, let's go back to page 147 again. How do I do this? There's got to be a way to go into the search. Here we go. Now we're talking. Search. There we go. Pac-Man 31. Go. Loading. Okay. Wait for it. Do we have sound on? Are we ready? Do I need to do anything? We ready to start? Here we go. That's familiar. Oh yeah. We've actually got a Pac-Man machine here at the garage. Run away, run away! Oh. Woo! Didn't take me long to die, did it? I can see the comments of, don't you know that you can get the dots and then go and eat them all? Chase him! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Run away, run away, run away! Run, 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 run. Yes! Oh. I'll see you in a few hours. No! Boxed in. That would be that. Okay, that was a few too many hours of playing. If I press and hold here, yes, we can go back to playing a million other different games on this magnificent machine. That's dangerous. Time consumption is dangerous. Right, so we're now going to pull these pumps, the Heritage gas pumps, into here as well to start forming this part of the display. The next thing that we're doing here is moving all of these cabinets with the Lego. And before anybody asks, these are IKEA Rudster cabinets, Rudster, not sure how you pronounce it, which house the full Lego car collection that I have acquired and accumulated. And there are plenty more that still need building and many more things that are going to be on display. But the idea is that these will run the length of this wall. We'll get a few more cabinets just to extend that out. But so far, this is all fitting together quite nicely. This was the idea from a long time ago. And then I just need to work out how the slot car track is going to fit next to those. We'll figure that in a moment. Over at this end of the room, we've now come up with a bit of a plan. This is going to be moving over there, but that's not one for right now. This space is going to become an elongated run of these cabinets. I've now been standing up all of the minifigs, shuffling things around. It's a nice mix. There are some here, plus there are even more that need to be built to complete this run. So I don't know what's going to happen when I run out of space, because that's coming before too long. However, for the time being, we're going to be leaving those all as they are, leaving this as it is over here, because we are coming through this way, having removed the seats and the bulkhead from the MSRT van, because we need to take this with plenty of storage capacity to IKEA to go and buy some furniture, to go and buy some more of those cabinets, and also to go and buy some cabinets that are going to be going up there to pick them up. Well, I've ordered them online. We're going to go and pick them up, bring them back, and start working on all of the Swatch collection and what's going to be happening on that side. Well, the pink van is in fact back there because I am on board our Skoda Octavia VRS. This is our other team car that we often use for our various different outings and shoots and things, but we're bringing both because we expect to end up buying quite a lot, so the van might be full and this might be full as well, and the weather is doing British things, and so is the traffic in front of us. This is, yeah, no fun, but we've come in the afternoon. It's always like this, heading to IKEA Wembley. Yeah, it'll be what it'll be. We are back. IKEA, always the most trusty of places to go for this kind of thing, and many a visit on video prior to today. And it's not looking too busy right now, which is also really quite welcome because it can get very, very packed inside there. Let's go buy what we need to buy. As if by magic, we're back at base. I might have filmed the clip without the microphone on. That is a side topic because we have now completed our shop. We have a whole lot of stuff. In fact, this is exactly why we have a van like this, because we've got tons of boxes which are all really heavy and all need carrying up there. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. We might need to borrow a forklift or something. Anyway, we've got some stackers because those kind of things are going to help with the storage room. More to come on that front. We've got a whole load of other random stuff that we've bought as well along the way. But a couple of cabinets actually that go over there, which we'll do with in a second. And then, I don't know, play it by ear and just get this unloaded and get started with it all and working out what is happening and what is going where. Jump ahead, next morning, we were getting a bit late into the evening, but we've also got some exciting stuff today. In fact, we're kicking off with Spud and the team from SB Air Conditioning installing some AC. And you probably just noticed they also have an MSRT Transit, very suitable. Ours is outside at the moment. But step one is to fit up the brackets and obviously prepare all of the pipe work and that kind of thing. A lot of people had asked about AC and whether we would do the entire space, but this is a big haul. To have a climate control in the whole barn, even though it's got an insulated roof, that would be overkill. In fact, temperatures in here, yes, it gets cold in winter, and yes, it gets a little bit warm in summer, but it's not too bad. So we're doing the offices, of course, the lounge downstairs, and to show you a little bit more, because in this room, this morning, We've been cracking on building some Billy bookcases that we bought from IKEA. The idea being that they curve around. That will be for the Swatch collection. These are the AC units, so there'll be a couple of these. Whoops. Thankfully, that's just the instruction book pack and the, what do you call it, the remote control for it. But this is all going to be installed up on the wall. In this case, they're going on here, and it'll be routed around just because it gives me a little bit more room for the bookcases, which is a nice display as well. Lots of shelves, a couple more of those still to be built up. But I think that's the plan for the morning, to get these, because it will actually be the first time I've ever had my entire Swatch collection together. Talking of which, in here, if we can come in safely, yeah, this is full of all sorts of things. I need to get all of these boxes out of the way for all of the big swatches and work out the plan for mounting those up. And that's going to be a bit of a storage room. So yeah, not too bad, if you ask me. We're making a good start, getting cracking on with all of this. And we've got a fair few other things we still need to do today as well. I've done a really bad job at keeping you guys updated with the progress today, but we have been doing a lot. The aircon guys have just left, having installed loads of the parts that are needed for that. We'll have a full update when obviously everything is fully installed. But up this way, this has now become the Swatch room. I've never shown my full Swatch collection. This isn't, in fact, my full Swatch collection. I've spoken about it often. I have a lot of Swatch watches. I particularly like them cheerful, colourful. If you've seen the Swatch 150 channel, you've seen some videos with various different watches here, like the Peanuts watches, the special editions, the Moon swatches you might have seen. You've probably seen me wearing them in different videos as well, including the new Mission to Moonshine Gold. But then also this all began with these, which are called the Destination Specials. You can only get them from different cities. So I have them from all the cities I've been to: Edinburgh, San Francisco, Montreal, Las Vegas, Istanbul, Ireland, Brussels, London, Venice, Bern, Munich. It goes on and on and on. Some Chinese New Year or Chinese Year of the different characters, animals that you have up there. Basically, tons of different swatches. Loads more that haven't been unpacked. So we built the Billy bookcases. These actually only took, I want to say, like 10 or 11 minutes per bookcase, with Brad and I blasting through them, which was quite impressive, I think. We've got all of the maxi swatches. Now, these are the really big ones. You've seen some of these in my videos. I used to have them all out of the boxes for a bit of show. They need a clean. The ones that are out of packaging are a little bit dusty. I'm thinking to put a couple, two maybe there, whatever, in this room. But fundamentally, the majority of them are going to go down there along that wall above the cabinets with the Lego in it. That's basically the plan. So, quite impressed with the progress. Brad is working on the Calyx. I think Tom might have joined him as well. The storage unit that will go into the media office down at that end. But we're finally getting somewhere. This room, I wanted to be the collectibles room, to be a bit of fun. You know, in addition to having this, maybe I'll put a table here with something on it for display, have a little table here to assemble different models, as we've been speaking about as well, that kind of thing. Basically just the fun stuff that I've just accumulated, literally fitting into the character of this place. Colourful, out there, why not? Still more to get though. Another box of swatches to go and unload, but we'll save that for another day because there are a lot of them. While they're making all sorts of drilling noises next door, we also have additional glass shelves here from ESG, the same guys who provided the glass and also the switchable glass downstairs, to add these extra shelves into the cabinets. These are IKEA cabinets, but for all of my model cars, so all the different cars I've owned, many of which are painted in the right spec or have been made and sold in the right spec, but there are more that I need to fill the gaps, and obviously I've been adding extra shelves beyond what you have from standard in the IKEA cabinet, so we need to start lifting up the ones that are at the bottom with these extra shelves and some clips that I have somewhere that I found on the internet. Job done, nice and easy, but obviously these have been made to exactly the right size, so a big thanks again to ESG for those. This has been a pretty random episode of building my dream garage, but there's been a lot to update you on. Obviously all of the work that Martin and Novus have done with the whole storage side, the lookout, the extra office. We've unboxed, unpacked the Pac-Man machine from Arcade City. We've started the installation of the AC units with SB air conditioning with Spud and Dan. And there's just been a lot going on that we haven't necessarily filmed or talked about. Obviously we went to IKEA, we've built loads of bookcases and cabinets and things downstairs as well. We've just moved lots of stuff, been through tons of the stuff in the storage room, and there's way more to go through. More cabinets to be built, tons more to approach. But I guess that's pretty much it for the time being. First days back in the UK, so much going on as well, emails, just the whole lot to catch up with. But that's part of the purpose behind building this, right? To have an actual office, to have somewhere comfortable to be, to have a place to house the collection, to look really cool. And I forgot to mention, we actually said farewell to a couple of cars, which seems bonkers because it was actually about a month ago kind of the day before we departed for Go Ball. Feels like a long time, more than a month ago, a long, long time. However, there are new arrivals imminent, so stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say on that front. And of course, again, a big thanks to Fanhome. Do check out down below if you're interested in the Back to the Future DeLorean, the build-up model. I particularly enjoy those kind of things, and I'm sure you guys will also. That's it for this time. Stay tuned for the next episode, Building My Dream Garage. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your support as always, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers!